my next story, which is about King Trishanku from Valmiki Ramayanam. Shall we begin? Alright. King Trishanku was one of the ancestors of Lord Ram. Trishanku was also called Satyavrat. Now King Satyavrat or Trishanku was talking to his Guru Vasisht, and he asked him if it was possible for a human being to reach heaven with his body. And Guru Vasisht told him that this is against nature. Human beings are mortal beings, which means that whoever is born has to die one day, and the body remains here. Only the soul reaches either heaven or hell depending on the deeds that the person has done during his lifetime. If the person has done good deeds, the soul reaches heaven. And if he has done bad deeds, the soul reaches the hell. So, Trishanku wanted to go to heaven with his body. So, Guru Vasisht said, "No, my dear king, this is not possible. You have done good deeds in your life. You are still a good person. So, definitely after your death, your soul will reach the heaven. I think you should be happy about it." But Trishanku wanted to go to heaven with his body. And Guru Vasisht said, this is not possible. Trishanku was quite disappointed and upset. So he went to the sons of his Guru Vasisht and asked them if they could do something and make him go to heaven with his body. And the Guru's son said, "What? How? What are you talking? Our father has already told you that this is against nature. So definitely we are not going to help you in this." So King Trishanku thought, what shall I do now? Then he went to Rishi Valmiki. Huh? No. It wasn't Valmiki. He went to Rishi Vishwamitra. Vishwamitra was kind of, a rival of Guru Vasisht. So King Trishanku said to Vishwamitra, "Hey Rishi, you are such a great personality. You can do anything you want. My Guru Vasisht, he says that there's something that nobody can do. I want to go to heaven with my body, and he says that he just cannot do it, and he says nobody can do it. I think you can definitely do it. You have immense powers. You can definitely make me go to heaven with my body. Can't you?" So Rishi Vishwamitra thought, so this Vasisht has said that it is not possible? Of course it is possible. I can do it. I have immense powers. Because Vishwamitra, he had done intense penances and so many prayers and yagyas, and he had accumulated so much power. And with all these powers, he decided that he will use some of them to make Trishanku go to heaven with his body. So he started doing some yagyas and Om Swaha and all that. And then he said, "Trishanku, rise. Rise, Trishanku, rise to the heavens. With your body, go. And lo and behold, Trishanku started rising up and up he went, and up until he reached the gates of the heaven. But when he reached the gates of the heaven, the Devas and their king Indra, they were shocked to see a human being coming there with his body. They said, "This is not possible. How did this happen?" And they looked down and saw Vishwamitra standing on the earth and saying, "Rise up, go, Trishanku, go." And they said, no, this cannot be. and they did not allow Trishanku to enter the heavens. What did they do? These Devas and Indra, they pushed Trishanku down. They said, no, you cannot come in. Go down. So Trishanku started falling. He was tumbling down. And he started screaming, oh, Vishwamitra, look, I'm falling down. Help me, help me. And when Vishwamitra saw that Trishanku was falling down, he said, stop. Trishanku, stop there. You cannot fall down. And using his powers, he made Trishanku stop just in midair, right in the middle of the heaven and the earth. So he was just hanging up there. Nowhere he was. And then he said, oh, Rishi Vishwamitra, what is this? I'm just hanging in here. I'm nowhere. I'm neither in the heaven nor on the earth. What is this? You promised that you will send me to heaven. You have to keep up your promise. And so Vishwamitra said, of course I will keep up my promise. I will use more of my powers and I shall create a new heaven just for you. Trishanku, I shall create a heaven for you. It shall be called Trishanku Heaven, Trishanku Swargam. And so Vishwamitra used more of his powers and he created some planets, some stars, some other planetary bodies and created a new heaven for Trishanku. And the Devas and Indra, they were astonished, they were shocked, they were surprised. They said, what's happening? How can Rishi Vishwamitra do this? He cannot create another heaven. There can be only one heaven. How can he create a new heaven just for one person? No. They said, oh Rishi, please don't do this. And Vishwamitra said, no, I'm going to make Trishanku into the new Indra for that new heaven. And Indra said, please, oh Rishi Vishwamitra, please come to your senses. Just think what you're doing. Please don't do this. This is not right. And then Vishwamitra calmed down. And he said, all right. Okay. See, whatever heaven I have created, that's done. I'm not going to destroy it. So Trishanku is going to have his own heaven. But I will not make him into another Indra. And the Devas said, oh, thank you, O Rishi. And please ensure that this Trishanku, make him upside down. His legs should face the heaven and his head should face the earth. Make him upside down. The Rishi said, all right, I'll do that. And he made Trishanku turn upside down so that his legs were facing the heaven and his head was facing the earth. And there was Trishanku right in the middle of nowhere actually, because he was neither in the actual heaven nor on the earth, but he was in the heaven of his own. So there was a heaven for himself. What's the use, right? You are in your own heaven, but no one else is there. You're the only one there and you're hanging upside down. How is it going to be? Well, that is the end of the story. What have we learned from this? Did you notice that Vishwamitra used a significant amount of his powers which he had attained by doing intense prayers and penances? Why waste all these powers on something totally useless? Where was the need for Trishanku to go to heaven with his body? Why should he do something against nature? And he pitted one Rishi against the other, right? He made Vishwamitra feel that he can do something that his rival Vasishtha cannot do. Isn't it? So we shouldn't do something like that. And we shouldn't waste our energy and our powers in something wasteful. So it was total waste of all his powers for Vishwamitra. And this was completely useless. This Trishanku Swargam, this heaven. What is the use of that? So no point in wasting our energy and power and efforts and time in doing something totally wasteful or useless. Alright? Okay. So I shall be back with yet another story very soon. So till then, bye.